about to have a really good time, and it's sure to make you smile. On the bus, in the car, on the AirPods without wires. Rank it up on the worksite, it's the Bad and Liam podcast. Bad and Liam podcast.
G'day there, podcaster. My goodness, a real fun show today, yet again. Some silly people didn't know where Canberra was. That was pretty fun. You'll hear me doing something quite disgusting against my will in the first part of the podcast. And at the very end, as is tradition, we're going to spook someone.
Oh, great. We've got someone?
Yeah, we got someone, so stick around for that.
Liam, Easter is only 46 days away. And here's a fun fact for you. Since December, Coles has already sold 25 million hot cross buns in Australia.
Look, I'm a fan of hot cross buns, but I mean, I'm getting them like the week of.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not one of those weirdos who starts in January.
They definitely are becoming a staple of the Australian diet months before we even get to Easter. And I think we're starting to get pretty adventurous with our flavours. The most newest one that everyone's talking about, we were talking about it yesterday, was even the jalapeno and cheese flavour.
That's not for me.
What I was thinking, though, is all these crazy hot cross bun flavours has inspired me to get into the kitchen and try and make some of my own.
Okay.
So I've got 3 different experimental hot cross bun flavours. If you pop this blindfold on...
You lost me at blindfold, I must admit.
Well, because I just want you to focus on your taste.
I'll put the blindfold on now.
Just while you're doing that as well, pop these headphones on so you can't hear what's about to happen. So these are the 3 flavours of the hot cross buns that I've been making in the kitchen.
First up, it's a delicious, savoury hot cross bun. It's ham, cheese and spinach. Then it's a Colgate sandwich. Yep, it's a toothpaste hot cross bun. And finally, we will have a cat food hot cross bun. Ew.
All right, Len, you take the headphones off now.
Are you tapping me?
Yeah,
I
you're
can
all
take
good.
off the... Yeah,
you're all good.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Take these off?
Yep, ready for flavour number 1?
Okay, yeah. Bring in flavour number 1.
I think you'll like this one. So that's in front of you now, Liam, if you just grab that. So for me, this one is kind of like if you're at work and you're hungry, you want lunch, and you also want a hot cross bun.
Okay.
Yeah, have a bite of that. Tell me what you think. I've, of course, toasted them with butter as well. What are you getting there?
Oh, I hate that cheese. Is it like that plasticky cheese?
Yeah, it's cheap cheese.
Ham, cheese, hot cross bun?
Yeah, correct.
Could have picked a better cheese.
Sorry. I
need some like bacon.
don't eat cheese, so I don't know.
I'm expecting them to get worse, so I suppose it's not that bad.
Yeah, right. Okay, great. All right, well, let's bring in hot cross bun number 2. So this is a hot cross bun that you can eat before breakfast, after breakfast. You can eat it before dinner, after dinner. You can eat this one any time of the day.
Okay.
You're picking it up now.
Yeah.
Have a big bite of that. Tell me what you think.
Come on, man. Oh, it's toothpaste.
It's toothpaste. Yeah, correct.
Oh.
Come on, you brush your mouth every day.
I don't want a hot cross bun in it.
Is that one that bad?
Yes. Feels like I've just not washed my mouth out and then gone down and eaten a hot cross bun.
I've also slathered it in butter. So it's a hot cross bun with butter and
I must
toothpaste.
admit, I didn't get a hint of that. You may have noticed.
All right, let's go number 3. Bring in the next hot cross bun.
I've worked in radio for a long time, and I know the rule of 3 normally means you've given me dog poo on the last one or something like that.
There's no dog poo.
Okay.
This one, I think, is kind of like, this is an everyday hot cross bun. So this is one that, if you're at home...
Okay. Well, yeah, you can't even get through what it is.
You're at home and you're not sure what to put on there.
The worst bit is, like, my smell's not great.
Yeah.
So for me, I really am going into this blindly. Like,
Yeah.
I get, hot cross bun. And
Yeah.
as I bite into it, something squirts into my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Oh, what happened?
What have you given me?
What do you think that one is?
Well, judging from the fact I vomited straight away, Ben, I dare say it's some sort of oily fish.
Liam.
What is that?
Liam, that is tender. That is tender morsels of Atlantic salmon in a rich seafood gravy.
That is truly awful.
You just ate cat food.
That is uncool.
You just ate cat food. Not just any cat food, Liam. That was that was Snappy Tom's cat food.
The cats of Australia have made their choice. Snappy Tom, real fish. Snappy Tom, real fish. Snappy Tom. Snappy Tom.
Oh, why would you do that?
My stomach hurts.
Mine does too, actually. Snappy Tom. Why couldn't you have given me the toothpaste last to freshen my breath?
If you just joined us, I've given Liam some experimental flavours of hot cross buns. The last one was Snappy Tom's cat food.
Disgusting.
Out of 10?
Minus 10.
The cats of Australia.
I'm playing that. I'll never walk past a can of Snappy Toms and be able to keep my lunch up again.
Hey, it's time to make up for missed holidays with whatif.com. Book the spa suite, jet skis, maybe even a safari. Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10. Nicole from Valley View, where are you off to at this ungodly hour?
I'm getting ready to go to the gym.
Oh, yeah, getting shredded. Love it. Okay, 5 questions in front of you. If you get them all right, you get to pick the next song we play. You're already in the draw as well for Nova's first class of 50K. ScoMo has COVID. He's isolating with flu-like symptoms. What instrument was ScoMo playing on 60 Minutes a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, I have no idea.
You don't know, Nicole?
No?
It's pretty big news.
It's iconic. I'd say it's like one of the bigger news stories of the year.
I thought the biggest news story was the Queen getting COVID.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was also pretty big.
This is up there, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to argue which story's bigger.
Let's go, the ukulele.
Yeah.
It was. That was actually a guess.
Boy, that's a win. Okay.
Yeah. Did you want to hear a little bit of it?
Yeah, sure.
Take me to the April sun in Cuba. Oh.
That'll never not be funny.
Killer Australian talent.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, it's honestly, it's him, Carl Stefanovic, his wife, and his 2 very embarrassed daughters sitting around a table. It's worth a watch before the gym, maybe. Hey, today is Ash Wednesday, and yesterday was Shrove Tuesday. What food is normally eaten on Shrove Tuesday?
Pancakes.
Yes. A woman stuck in floodwaters in New South Wales was rescued by Mick Fanning yesterday. What sport is he famous for?
Oh, no. Cricket?
Cricket?
Sorry, Nicole. Mick Fanning's not a cricketer. Jeremy from Shadow Park. What does Mick Fanning do?
Surfing.
Yeah, he punched a shark in the nose once. Coles is trialling a delivery by drone in Canberra. What state is Canberra located in?
Canberra is located in... Victoria.
No. Canberra is not in Victoria, Jeremy. Deary me. Selena in Mowbray. Where's Canberra?
WA.
Are you serious?
For real? It's literally our capital city. You don't know where it is? It's not in WA.
It's not in Victoria. It's not in WA.
Guys, are we for real here? Sean, come on. Where's Canberra?
ACT.
Yes, Australian Capital Territory. Okay, Aussie music legend Daniel Johns from Silverchair says he'll never perform live ever again. Can you finish the lyrics to this Silverchair tune?
Waking up strong in the morning.
Nah.
Oh,
For me,
Sean.
it's up there with not knowing the ACT.
I remember being on York Peninsula when that song went number
Young
one.
Modern, 2007.
Oh, such a big song.
Oh, okay.
Such a big song.
Matt, Salisbury North, can you please finish these Silverchair lyrics?
Waking up strong in the morning.
Wake me on the straight line.
You're not meeting him. You're not meeting him on the straight line. You're not meeting him there.
I thought this song was going to be easy.
This is iconic. This is such a huge Silverchair song. Maybe these guys like frog stomp a little more. Sandy, can you finish these lyrics?
Waking up strong in the morning.
And no idea, guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Keith. What's the song, mate? Finish the lyrics.
Waking up strong in the morning.
I'm a believer.
That's Shrek, mate. That's Smash Mouth. It's a completely different song. Oh, jeez. Where do we get these people?
Chris, Elizabeth, please finish these lyrics.
Waking up strong in the morning.
Walking with a straight line. Ah.
No, Chris. Talia, can you finish the lyrics?
Waking up strong in the morning.
Walking on a straight line.
Oh. One letter away. One letter. Anthony, come on, mate. It's right on the tip of your tongue.
Waking up strong in the morning.
Walking in a straight line.
Yeah!
Oh, wow. This break has never not been 10 minutes long.
Oh, well done, Anthony, mate. Now, do you want to hear a bit of Hoobastank?
Or, Anthony, would you like to hear my song this morning from a little artist called Nelly Furtado?
Got Nelly again.
Yeah, I went promiscuous yesterday and everyone loved it. So I was thinking, why not a bit of a softer Nelly number?
Or both classic tunes. I'm going to have to go with Ben.
Oh,
You go on the stank.
Thank you very much. It's about to get stanky this morning. The Reason is the name of this one. You are on Nova 919 with your mates Ben and Liam. Clearly not a lot of Silverchair listeners listening this morning.
Ben and Liam love you.
And we're joined now by the Love Rat.
Love rat, Bill's a love rat. Love rat, Bill's a love rat.
Hello.
Morning, Love Rat. If anyone wants to email you, they can do so, loverat@novafm.com.au. We do see them all. Sometimes people just send us memes and things like, that's great, guys, but
Yeah.
it's not really the place for that.
I had a song request the other day.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
song
that's
request.
We're not doing that. It's not a song request show. This is just, look, if you've had something happen in your love life and you want to get in touch, maybe get some advice from Belle.
Yeah, exactly. The only song request we would take is if it was a love song dedication to
yes,
a partner.
or a sexy
true.
sort of song,
Yep.
for sure. Hot chocolate, maybe. I
I don't know if I really want to do love song dedications for Love Rat next week,
Yeah.
but
Well,
okay.
Well, look, this is an email from Andrea in Parrfield Gardens. She said, "Hey, Love Rat, I've recently found my dream man." Okay, so she's previously divorced. She's found this guy. She said he's great with the kids. He's kind. He's funny.
Great.
He's very attractive.
Tick, tick, tick.
There is one problem though. And she's gone ... I'm not really vibing his voice. Which is an interesting one. I suppose you don't really think of the voice as a part of the package.
Well, you have to be physically attracted to your partner. But then if you're not attracted to their voice, that's surely
It's
a
kind of
problem.
how people say, you know, like David Beckham, like he's like, I
Yeah.
think for women they're like, oh, he's amazing until he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
He does have a kind of weaselly accent.
I think it is very important, mostly because if you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you want to, you know, not be constantly like, oh God,
You're gonna be
woke
hearing-
up in the morning and go, oh,
You're
there
going to
they
be
are.
hearing the voice a lot.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
especially, I think, I don't want to sound shallow, but like, as a straight female, I've always been into deep voices on guys. Love a deep voice.
no,
No,
I've noticed
don't
that,
be weird about it. And I don't know, when I meet people, I do, like, especially, oh, I don't want to say this. When I met Luke, my current partner, the first thing that stood out was his voice to me. Because I met him, and from his photos, we met online, from his photos, he looked like a real manly man.
Well,
And
he
then
is. He's been to Afghanistan. That is like probably the one of the manliest things you can do.
Yes,
He's a
but
soldier.
He's got quite a high voice.
You reckon?
And it really stood out to me, and I thought, oh, there it is.
But you just said that if you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, that you need to like their voice.
Yeah, and I do. Oh, no, I'm digging a hole. No, I do. And I love him. But, yeah, it was something that stood out to me, was his voice. I was a bit like, oh, it's quite high. But I'm just saying, also, doesn't matter. If their voice is not as low as you thought, it's okay.
That's the opposite of what you just said, though.
Yeah. Strange. Newsreader extraordinaire Taylor Jones. Is the voice an important part of the package for you, do you think?
I definitely think it's an important part of it. Not the most important.
You wouldn't really, go looking for someone's voice,
No, but like Bill said, sometimes, especially with all the dating apps being such a thing now, you'll see so many photos, and definitely during COVID, I know this was my experience, you'd perhaps send some messages, maybe for even a week with someone, and then you'd put forward the idea of a phone call because you couldn't see each other in person yet. You'd do that and you'd be like, oh gosh.
It sounds like they put their son on the phone to talk to you.
It's a thing. Yeah, it needs to be a bit of a sexy voice.
I don't know, I don't think I'm looking for a woman with a sultry sort of voice. I don't know. But I suppose there is a certain sort of, whiny voice that you don't.
Yeah, or what if Sarah had a really husky voice?
Like a real smoker.
Like a smoker's husk.
Yeah, but that can be hot on women.
Yeah, I know, but I also know some women who are huskier than their husbands. So it's a bit more like pack a day, sort of, g'day, dolls, that sort of.
If you've done it yourself from smoking, not as good.
Why don't we judge a few voices this morning?
Yeah.
So if you think you have a sexy voice, if people tell you have a sexy voice.
Yeah, maybe you've been told in the past, wow, that voice, whether it's deep or, it's kind of like a sultry, feminine voice, I don't know.
Men and women are all welcome. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you've been told you have a sexy voice.
Troy, good morning.
Good morning, mate. How you doing?
Sorry, Troy, I must admit, just from the very first beat, I didn't find it super sexy, but you've been told in the past that people say, oh, sexy voice.
Yeah, I've been told I've got a deep voice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the more you talk, the more I kind of hear it. Yeah.
I suppose it was more.
Why don't you say something sexy? We're in bed and I've rolled over before we go to bed, and you say, would you like a kiss? Maybe try that, Troy.
Sure, don't worry about this side. Would you like a kiss?
Yeah.
Sorry, Troy.
Nah.
It's not doing anything for me.
No.
Let's move to Mia, a sexy voice, perhaps.
I've been told I have a sexy voice.
Yeah,
that's pretty sexy.
It's the husks.
It's
you were
a little
saying this
bit
before.
of that. It's that husk.
Yeah, if you're a female and you've got that little kind of husky kind of crackly voice, it's good. Okay,
that's what I've been told. Yeah.
Are you a smoker, Mia?
I'm not a smoker. No.
It's a natural husk.
You are husky from the age of 2.
Yes. No, you can hear. So when did you first? Did you have obviously with males they have their voice breaks and sort of changes over time. Did you always have the husk when you were younger?
I have always had the husk, but it only became noticeable after I hit puberty, maybe.
Yeah.
So maybe I did have a bit of a voice drop.
I feel like a husky voice for me is kind of they seem well travelled. I've been overseas a fair bit.
What? Yeah, have you been on many holidays, Mia? Have you done much backpacking?
I have actually never left Australia.
Wow.
Because you sound worldly. You sound very well.
What do you mean? The more travel you do, your voice becomes deeper or husky?
Yeah, I think you travel a fair bit. You've probably eaten some crazy food, drunk a fair bit,
bit of smog.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I get you. Hey, Mia, can you say, can I get you a drink? Can you say something like that?
Can I get you a drink?
Ooh,
dearie me.
What about, would you like a kiss?
It's a thing that no one ever says.
I thought I asked Troy. I have to ask Mia.
Okay, can you say that for us?
Would you like a kiss?
I think we're going to have to move on. Because it's stirring things up in us this morning, Mia. It's a very sexy voice, I must admit. Let's move now to Jace. Do you have a sexy voice?
Well, I've been told that I've got a sexy voice.
Look out.
Showstopper.
That's a sexy voice.
Yeah.
Wow,
Jason, you know the line you have to say.
Yes. Can you please say, would you like a kiss?
Well, I was just wondering whether you would like a kiss at all.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Gee whiz,
I reckon
Jason.
you got the best voice.
That is the sexiest voice we're getting this morning. How are you feeling about that, Producer Belle?
It's I also like his name's Jason.
Yeah.
It's a real Jason voice. I think
Jason
of Jason
Bourne,
Momoa.
Jason
That's what
Momoa.
I think of, yeah.
You know what we should
Jason,
do?
hey, you can call me on the phones anytime if you want to bring into the show. Okay.
Even his laugh.
We should get Jason to say, "Would you like a kiss?" and then get Zoe to say, get me to say, "Yes, please."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That'd be too weird.
Hey,
Why are
Mia.
you making
No. Mia, are you still there?
Make your own phone system.
Mia.
Hang on, I'll get it back.
Mia, are you there still?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, could we do a thing where Jason asks you for a kiss and you say yes? Obviously, you're in different suburbs right now. You're not actually going to be kissing. But I think just like for us to sort of like role play
This
together.
is like the radio version of a kid getting 2 dolls and making.
Yeah. Okay. Jason, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Mia, I was just looking deep into your eyes, and I'd just really like to know if I could kiss you right now.
Absolutely, Jason.
That was A+.
Gee whiz. I reckon we should get you guys back to do the...
We should write a script.
Like a 50 Shades audio book or something like that. Can we keep their numbers? I think we got to use those voices.
Oh, that was very enjoyable.
Amazing.
Thanks, guys.
Troy's not getting a call up there.
Liam Pod Men Cast. Wait, I said that wrong. Ben and Liam Podcast.
G'day, good morning, Adelaide. And hey, do you have one of those friends where when they see something they like, they just can't stop talking about it? Well, that's Liam this morning. Because we were lucky enough to see Batman last night.
Don't call me Liam, I'm Vengeance.
Okay, well, it's Ben and Batman in the studio.
Batman.
Look, we'll talk about it in depth a little bit later on this morning, but yeah, Liam has been doing a bit of the show as Batman.
Coming up. The technology that's going to turn your local calls into something that looks like a bat cave. Vengeance.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah, and what Liam said as Batman is actually coming up.
I think everyone got that.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Ben and Liam. It's like dopamine for your ears.
You are with your mates, Ben and Liam, and last night Liam and I got to see, I think, the most anticipated movie since COVID hit almost 2 years ago now.
The Batman. Ben, you did a big cinema no-no, which we will get to in a sec, but first of all, what did you think?
We both made a rule that we wouldn't talk about it until we got on air.
There's been bits and bobs that have leaked. Well, for starters, why don't we do this? On a scale of Ben Affleck's Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice,
that's 1.
Yeah, to Christian Bale's Dark Knight
as 10,
like the best.
What do we give it?
Yeah,
on 3.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3,
7.
8. Okay.
You know what? I said 7 last night.
Yeah,
and then upon reflection, moved it up to 8.
I didn't know what to think last night when I watched it. I was a little bit confused. I didn't
There's
know
a lot
how
to
I
take
felt.
in because it's like a whole new world. Like, we won't give any spoilers here.
Yeah.
But I do like that because you got to shake it up. You can't just be doing the same thing as everyone else. I liked how dark it was. It was gritty.
Yeah.
If anything, I wanted it maybe at some points to be a little darker.
Yeah.
I really like when Batman loses control and just absolutely unloads into someone's face.
Yeah.
I'm Vengeance.
That's in the trailer. That's not a spoiler.
That's not a spoiler. It's in the first trailer, guys.
I was a bit worried about all the villains in it, and I thought there'd be too many characters
Kind of like
introduced early.
Spider-Man 3, how they just had no idea what was going. There's like 3 villains in it. But yeah.
But I think the balance of Catwoman, the Penguin, the Riddler, I thought they all complemented each other quite well.
And maybe you get a little sneak peek of what's to come in the next installment
And
of the franchise.
You know what I would say as well is that, because obviously, 10 being Christian Bale's Batman, the first Batman in that trilogy wasn't the best one.
Batman Begins wasn't the best, no way.
The second was easily Dark Knight.
And then Dark Knight Rises is probably in the middle.
So maybe this is just a little entree.
Maybe this is just a warm-up. I reckon Robert Pattinson, though.
He's a good Batman.
Pat's great Batman.
Good Batman.
Broody Batman. Big jaw. He's a good Bruce Wayne as well.
And even though it is a superhero movie, it's almost like more of a detective flick.
Yeah, for sure.
In a good way, though, not in a bad way.
Absolutely. It's in cinemas this Thursday. I'm sure a lot of people will be checking it out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, bar James Bond, it was kind of the big one, I think, coming for a few years. What annoyed me about it is that you were sitting right at the front. We got there both pretty early, and
I'll be there before you.
I know there was many seats free, but you decided to sit in the front of the cinema.
The front of the cinema is the best part, though.
It's
underrated.
Well, it's obviously not.
It is.
Why was there no one else there then?
Because
You were sitting by yourself at the front.
Rocks in their heads. No,
Ben sits on the flat bit. Like, he goes into the movies, even if it's empty, and he sits on the flat bit. He doesn't climb any stairs.
You don't need to go up on the stairs.
You do.
You don't. That's where
Do you
all
have
the-
a crook neck?
That's
What's
where
wrong
all
with
the,
you?
all the COVID spreaders are sitting at the back, mate, all touching each other. You can't see the screen from where you're sitting back there. Plus, when you're
it was the extreme screen. We were literally on the extreme screen.
Plus, when you're at the front of the cinema, you can make a quick escape. So you can get out before the rush of all the people.
That is true. I was waiting to speak to you about the movie after, and you did pull a Batman.
Yeah, I was gone.
I felt like Commissioner Gordon. I was like, where did he go? I'm Batman. Then camo rolled out into
I
the
like
car.
to see the blackheads on Jim Gordon's nose.
Yeah, it's too close. I find whenever I'm sitting down the bottom that I can't even see the full screen. Like, you've got to kind of turn to the left and turn to the right.
Look, I know it's an unpopular opinion, but the front of the cinema is way better than the back.
Well, it's not. I mean, you're definitely in the 1% there. Why don't we do this morning? Unpopular opinions, 13 24 10. Doesn't have to be about Batman or the movies, but if you do get in touch, we will give you a double pass to see Batman this weekend.
Will we?
Yeah.
Very good prize. 13 24 10. What is your unpopular opinion? Nicole joins us. What is your unpopular opinion, Nicole?
Good morning, Ben and Liam. My unpopular opinion is actually about the Batman movie.
Okay.
I don't like them changing the actor every time.
Yeah.
So,
I suppose they kind of got to do it though, don't they? Like, it's just like contracts and stuff and different production companies and.
I know, but like Ben Affleck is an amazing actor, but he was a terrible Batman.
Yeah. So you just wish that Christian Bale was doing it the whole time?
Oh, not the whole time, but at least for a few of them.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how Robert Pattinson goes.
Yeah, I mean, he did do 3 of them. He did like a trilogy, so that was kind of the whole thing they were going for.
Yeah.
So and if it was the same Batman forever, like George Clooney'd still be doing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you go back, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer.
There has been a lot of Batmans, though.
It was actually the guy who was doing it in the car. He's dead now. I'm pretty sure the guy was doing it in the early 60s sort of ones. But anyway, Nicole, we'll send you along to the new one. Don't knock it before you try it. It's pretty good. Robert Pattinson's good. Charlotte, do you have an unpopular opinion?
Hi, yes I do. I think Promite is better than Vegemite.
No.
How old are you, Charlotte?
Come on now.
I'm 11.
You got a lot of growing up to do, Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte, you maybe just wait till your taste buds mature a little bit. Let the adults decide what's better. Why is Promite better? I mean, why would you even say that?
I think Vegemite is very sweet.
It's kind of the opposite of that. I don't know, Charlotte. That is unpopular. I can see why. I think you should keep that view to yourself.
Don't tell your friends that, Charlotte.
No, that won't go down well in the schoolyard. Thank you for joining us, and we'll send you along to Batman this weekend. Would you like to see it?
Yes, thank you.
All right, Charlotte. Should we be sending her to that?
Oh, it's pretty violent. Maybe just see what Mum and Dad think about that one. Tristan, your unpopular opinion.
Yeah, hey, Ben and Liam. My unpopular opinion is that the first 3 episodes of Star Wars are better than the middle 3.
Yeah.
As in, so are you saying like the first 3 made or the actual
You're
first
saying
3?
episode 1, 2, and
3.
So the ones with Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen.
You know what, man? I get you. Like, I get you. Because that was my era. Like, my 10th birthday was Revenge of the Sith, 2005. I remember being there, like, 99 for the first one as well, Phantom Menace. And like, I used to have the little Darth Maul slippers that I wore to bed every night. And I'm telling you, those first 3 people knock them, but they're the ones that we grew up on.
Tristan, I would say majority of the world would say that that's an unpopular opinion, but I think the people in this room right now are
with you.
agreeing
We're with you, and that would really cheese off the big Star Wars heads.
Yeah.
How's this, Tristan?
Exactly.
So there's I remember Ben and I did this video like a couple of years ago with like big, like they were like, what is that thing when you dress up as characters?
Like cosplay.
It was like cosplayers. And we were like, oh, who are you? And he's like, I'm Darth Revan. And I was like, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's from the, fiction. Like, it's like, they were dressing up as characters like not even in the movies or whatever. So that's how deep they were. And this one guy I was talking to hated everything so much other than the first 3 films. He hadn't even so his whole life is Star Wars, right? So he just goes around and dresses up like a character no one's even heard of, and he hadn't even watched the Ewan McGregor one. Like, he hadn't even watched the 3 that came out in the early 2000s because he just simply refused to. How wild is that?
Crazy.
Yeah. You don't
you probably shouldn't have got us talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, you don't like those new ones though, right? The like the Force Awakens and stuff. They're a bit naff.
Yeah, they're all right.
I don't
Nothing
mind
beats
Force
the first three, though.
Not for you?
Not my.
I don't mind.
Not my biscuit. Nah, Mandalorian though. Bloody good.
right,
So,
all
Tristan,
right.
we could be here for a while.
We could
be here for a while.
We're stopping the Star Wars chat as much as I do love it. Hey, 13 24 10 is the number if you ever want to give us a buzz and just say hey. You don't have to, just if you ever want to.
Just if you want to.
Blanc, blanc.
The floods in New South Wales and Queensland have devastated communities, but as always, the best of the Australian spirit comes out in these dark times. Imagine this, right? You're stranded and need to lift across the floodwaters, and Aussie surfing legend Mick Fanning pulls up on a jet ski to help you out. That's exactly what actually happened to Sky Swift, who joins us now. Good morning, Sky. This is incredible.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for reaching out.
Well, thanks for coming on, Sky. So you're a pharmacist, right? And you need to get to work to help your patients. Is that what happened here?
Yeah, correct. So the whole Moolumbar district has been underwater. So no pharmacists could get into town to access their shops. So I put a call out on Facebook, actually, in the morning. I was told I couldn't get to work, and so I put a Facebook message out. If anyone can devise a plan to get me into town, I can open one of the pharmacies. So some people thought it was a joke, but others said, yep, here's some jet ski phone numbers. And then Mick Fanning turns up.
Just Mick Fanning. I mean, it's funny that you did it on Facebook. I kind of had in my head like it would be like some sort of Batman signal, like they put a shark light in the air and then Mick Fanning will he'll burn right up to you.
So, Sky, was it a situation where you knew who he was, or did someone tell you after the fact?
No. I'm a surfer. I know Mick.
Okay, so not only is this exciting for anyone, just knowing that he's like the best surfer in the world, but you're actually...
I played it cool.
Guy, you're saying you played it cool, but surely you got a selfie.
Yeah, I got a selfie. It's all over the news.
Yeah.
Last night. So, but I was like, Mick. I didn't say Mick. I pretended like I didn't know his name. And I'm like...
So what do you do then, mate?
So what do you do for a living?
Exactly. No, it was not a lot of time for talking because he rode that thing pretty fast.
Yeah, I'd imagine. He's a pretty extreme dude. He punched a shark in the face, you know.
But it was pretty cool because whenever we saw someone along the way on the river, we'd go and see if they were okay. We'd pull over.
Yeah.
And then if they were okay, there was even we did a midway rescue. There was a boat who'd run out of fuel. We couriered them to their destination, and then Mick's like, I've got to go. I've got to get Sky to the pharmacy. It's urgent.
Yeah, wow. And then did you ask for a lift home, or was that too much?
No. But Mick texted me last night and said he's back on duty today. So we need to get supplies out.
Well, Sky, good on you for still going to work and keeping your town going, and good on people like Mick Fanning for doing what he's doing as well.
I'm sure if you had access to a jet ski, you'd be out there burning around, giving people their medication as well, Sky.
Oh, you know it.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning and telling us your story.
Thanks, guys. All the best.
Sky. All the best.
P to the O to the D to the cast.
Timeline time.
Haven't done this one in a little while. Timeline time. Producer Bell gives us 5 events. Ben and I have to decide when those things happened in history.
It's usually pretty close.
Yeah, but you smoked it earlier. I reckon you won the first 4 or 5.
I reckon you're on a hot streak though, so let's see how we go this morning. Feel free to play along in the car, at home, at work, wherever you are. Producer Bell, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what do we got first?
Okay, first up this morning, what year did One Direction perform at Amy Stadium?
Jeez, Amy Stadium isn't even around anymore.
Yes, that's a bit of a giveaway, I guess. That kind of dates it.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon 2012. That's what I'm saying.
You reckon 2012?
Yeah, because I reckon 2011 was when that song was really big, and I reckon they came here pretty early on in their peak.
I want to say maybe a year earlier than 2011.
Hang on, so 2012.
2012
Liam,
for me, and
2011. Well, it was 2015, so Liam, you get the point.
Oh, really? It was Amy Stadium. Still going in 2015.
It's pretty late for one day.
It
Closed
is.
it out with One Direction.
Yeah.
All right, next event. What year did Chili the Flamingo die at Adelaide Zoo?
Aged in her late 60s, Chili was suffering from arthritis and other complications, and this week her health took a turn for the worse.
Chili.
Ben, you can go first.
Dad. And tonight's top story. Chili's dead from arthritis.
I don't think it was that long ago.
I reckon Chili died when we were at Nova, I swear to God.
Yeah, I think it was recent. I think it might have been
I
last
reckon it was a
year.
little recent death.
I want to say 2021.
I reckon
Okay,
it
Liam.
was it's 2020.
Okay, well, it's 2018, so Liam again.
Oh, jeez.
Purely because you were just
Killing
close.
it.
Wow, okay, I'm going to need this one then to stay in it.
So, Liam, you're on 2 at the moment.
Chili was the one who died naturally. Was there someone who also stole a
Yes, so
flamingo?
her partner, Greater,
Yes.
was in his 80s and then they had to put him down.
Yeah,
But
and
then
remember there was
Chili-
that horrible story
There's
as well of the
someone
kids,
stole,
and they were
punched
like
the flamingo or something?
they beat the flamingo
Oh,
up.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, no, that wasn't Chili. All right,
I can tell
next
you what year
event.
that happened because it was me.
Okay.
I'm just joking. Obviously, I wouldn't do that.
Shame.
It's just a little joke about beating up a flamingo, which you shouldn't do. But they've both passed now.
If you would like to submit a complaint.
Next event. What year did Cadell Evans win the Tour de France?
Cadell Evans, as you said, Paul, was on the ride of his life today. From the minute he left the start house, he never looked like a man who was ever going to slow down.
Ben, I'm giving you the first shot. Now, what year do you think?
I've got absolutely no idea at all. I didn't even know he won it, to be honest.
Are you serious?
Cadell Evans, Tour de France, was it? Or the
Yes.
Tour Down Under?
No, Tour de France.
Tour de France. I don't know, Belle. 2010.
Okay, Liam.
You
what
know,
year
that
did
was the year I was thinking as well. But just for the hell of it, I'm going to go one under and say 2009.
Okay, it was 2011, so Ben, you're in the game. We've got Ben on 1, Liam on 2. Liam, if you get this, you'll win. What year did Jessica Watson return from sailing around the world?
Just don't know what to think and what to say at the moment, so it's all a bit much, but absolutely amazing.
I reckon 2006.
Okay, Ben, what year do you think?
2006?
It was ages ago.
I don't think it was that long ago.
Yeah, she was really young. She was like 16.
16, yeah.
Well, 2006. No, I'm going to play the smart game here and say 2007 because I think it was way after that.
It was 2010, so Ben.
Oh, God,
All
Ben.
right, you're both on 2. Okay.
Hang on. That means whoever gets this wins.
All right, tiebreaker. What year, this is first to buzz in, what year did the first KFC restaurant open in Australia?
The first ever KFC in Australia.
I'm going to say...
It's a good one.
Later than you'd think. I'm going to say 1993.
1993.
Okay. Ben?
I feel like you've shown your hand early there because I reckon it would have been before that. Like Macca's was big here in the 60s. Like it's been here for a while, so surely KFC.
I don't reckon it was here in the 60s. There's no way.
Didn't they celebrate their
Nah.
Was it their 50th anniversary? So that would have been at least 80s. I want to say, what did you say?
93, Liam said.
Oh, that was my birthday, so I would say 92.
Stop going a year under or over. It was 1968, so Ben, you win.
Really? 68? Oh, wow. I'm going to go drown my sorrows with a big, dirty bird box, I suppose.
It's Ben and Liam.
Don't know if you have this, Ben, but there's some jobs around the home that my partner just doesn't like me doing. Or like I'll do it and then she'll just try and take it off of me. I don't think she thinks I'm capable of them. Even like simple things. I suppose there's a bit of a method to the madness, but I unloaded the dishwasher last night and I lifted a wine glass out of the washing machine upright.
Yeah.
And I copped a spray because apparently you're supposed to remove the wine glass upside down and put a tea towel in it. Because the way I do it puts watermarks down the glass.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, I suppose the residue runs down the glass. And
Yeah,
then
but
it's
you're still going to be drying it regardless. You know what I mean? If you lift it up and turn it upside down or turn it up the right way, when you dry it, you're still drying
Okay,
it.
to be fair, I don't dry. I just chuck it straight in.
Right.
Because I'm like, it's just a little bit of moisture that'll dry in there.
It'll air dry.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll cause streak marks, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't care about streak marks.
Right.
I mean, you're at my... If you have such a problem with it and you're at my house drinking a wine, go and wash it out
So you're
yourself.
going from the dishwasher, still a bit wet.
What I would do is
Still a bit wet.
Yeah.
And then up.
Please don't be on her side
up
here.
into the cupboard.
Yeah. No, what I might do is I might take the wine glass out, right, and I might just give it a bit of a shake just to get rid of a few droplets on the floor and then put it in.
Right.
But yeah, plates definitely not getting. No, I don't have a tea towel in my hand. If that's what you're asking. Yeah.
So you just don't dry your dishes?
Okay, well maybe I am bad at the job. I thought you were going to be like, yeah, man, that's ridiculous. She's crazy. I thought you were going to be on my side.
So we don't use the dishwasher, so we put all our dishes on the I don't know what you call it, the rack that you dry your dishes on.
Yeah.
But we leave them there overnight. So in the morning or whenever, if I put them away the next night, they're dry by then. So I don't dry because they're already dry.
Yeah.
But going straight from the dishwasher to the cupboard is pretty crazy.
The best rule, isn't it, when you say you're going to do the dishes and you go, I'm just letting that soak.
Oh, yeah.
You just, no, you didn't. You just sprayed some water on it and you're letting someone else do the dishes tomorrow. That's what you're doing. Why don't we do this? Ridiculous house rules.
Okay, yours is drying dishes.
okay. Maybe that's actually not that ridiculous.
No, I know what you mean, though.
But
that
like,
is
if
weird.
there's a rule that you think, that shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't have to do that. It doesn't just have to be for chores. It's just
Yeah.
like, you might not be allowed to do something, whatever. Ridiculous house rules. 13 24 10. If you've got one, give us a buzz.
Taylor joins us now. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Ben and Liam. How are you guys?
Very good. What is your ridiculous house rule?
Well, I don't think it's ridiculous, but my partner does. So with the washing, he doesn't separate the whites and the darks, and he's been wondering why on earth his whites are getting darker. And I'm like, mate, you got to separate them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And he thinks it's a ridiculous one. I'm like, it's not ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's normal.
I think it's ridiculous when people go more than darks and lights, but I mean, you can't be putting a black t-shirt in with a white t-shirt. That just doesn't work.
I'm team put it all together, 100%. Like
you're putting your darks in with your so you would have white sheets and you would put it in with like a black suit, for example.
Well, I wouldn't put a suit in the wash, but yeah, I would. Yeah,
my
black
partner
shirt.
does
Yeah,
it.
because I mean, I don't have enough white stuff to justify a whole load of washing.
Yeah, that's where it gets iffy.
Yeah.
But Taylor, you just wait till it builds up, right?
But I don't have enough. And then what if I need I've got like one white shirt.
White
What if
socks today, aren't you?
What if I need that? Exactly, white socks are going to fill the washing machine up. Plus,
But how is it your stuff?
I know you,
Why is
you
it your
don't do
stuff?
the washing
Yes, I do.
in your house.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Sometimes, coming from the man who doesn't dry his dishes.
Ebby joins us now. Ridiculous house rules. Do you have one?
Hi, Ben and Liam. Well, I used to try to tell my wife with washings, but for some reason she used to make me do the jeans, like to wash them inside out, and I never could get why. So I stopped doing them.
But why? Yeah, why would that be a thing?
I think
Jeans
would it be
inside out?
Would it be because if they're not inside out, they'd fade quicker?
I'm not really sure. Like,
right.
You know what,
apparently the collar would fade, or I don't know, something like that.
Here's a weird one. Some people say, like, with good jeans, you're not supposed to wash them at all, and you're actually supposed to put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
I know that sounds ridiculous, but I've actually heard that.
Natalie joins us now. This was when you were growing up. What was the ridiculous house rule?
So when I was growing up, we had display everything. So display pillows, display towels. Literally everything in our house was display, and we weren't allowed to use it. So anything that was like on the lounge had to be removed before you sat on the lounge. And that was same for beds. And then my mum always had towels hanging up in the bathroom, but you weren't actually allowed to dry your hands on them. You had to actually go and get a new one.
So they were just like the good looking, like they were for show.
They were the show
It's
towels.
like your whole house was, you know how some people like used to have the good room?
Yeah.
Like you're like not allowed to go.
You lived in a display home, essentially.
Like, literally everything was display. And I tried, because I had it so often growing up, I tried to bring it into our house. And my husband was like, no, never
We're
going to
not doing
happen.
this. I love that. Like you go to wash your hands, your mum's like, that's the display soap. That's the expensive stuff. And that's the end of the Ben and Liam podcast. We've been pushing this Spook FM thing lately on the pod, which is like our dream radio station that we're trying to get going. And it's Ben and I. Just like not many ads, just like a lot of spooky tracks and just spooking people basically because it's great fun and spooks bring people together. And we've actually got some production made. We haven't heard this yet, but our sound guy Eli made this for us.
It's time to put a smile on your dial. BNDL presents Spook
Yeah, so
that's
that'd be like,
spooky.
good morning, all you spooksters out there. Ooh, hope you're carving a pumpkin because it's time to get spooky.
Yeah.
And like, and we've always got like fake cobwebs in the studio. And
Hey,
that sort
after 7, giving away some black cats to the spookiest faces.
Trick or treat. Hey, coming up very shortly, we're going to be speaking to Michael Myers, not the funny actor, the murderer one from
And
those films.
Then after 8, we're going to put a witch and a ghoul together and see what happens.
Oh yeah, and don't forget Secret Sound with Freddy Krueger. He's going to be slicing through people, and you've got to guess who they are. Just stuff like that.
I do like that
yeah,
music. It's pretty good.
Spook. So this is interesting. A guy called Charlie sent us a message like a couple of weeks ago, which is like, it would be weird if he still gets a call out of the blue from an unknown number, but he's actually dropped his number and said, hey guys, like I'll forget about this, but I would love a spook at some point.
Great.
Or a fart in the mouth. Even a fart spook would work. So, which is a bit of an older bit we used to fart in listeners' mouths. But let's see if we can get him.
Hello? This is the best. Oh, yes. I've got fart in the mouth too.
Yep, you've been spooked, Charlie. Welcome to Spook FM.
And farted on Charlie.
I am shaking, boys. Absolutely.
Hey, Charlie, can I tell you a fun fact?
Yeah.
Yesterday, our executive producer, Andy, he asked us, he said, hey, the content director, who is our boss, Ben, has asked if you guys are doing a good job at using the podcast to sell people back into the live show happening in Adelaide on Nova 919, 6 to 9 weekdays. And we said, I don't think we've ever said that.
Ever.
Also, we're doing a thing at the moment called Spook FM, where we're just calling listeners and making sounds at them. And the bosses would be mortified if they heard this.
Our heads would spin so quick if anyone actually heard this.
But it goes to show, like, they're like, no one's listening to it.
No
one's checking up on the podcast.
What are you up to, Charlie?
I'm literally about to arrive at work. I'm in Western Australia, so
So yeah, you're a little bit behind. Okay, what do you do? What do you do for a crust, Charlie?
I'm a carpenter as well. I feel like you guys have a big following of chippies.
Yeah, no, they're definitely. I look, a lot of the trades. Maybe it's because maybe like younger people when we're at the last station, sort of, or like radio as well. Like a lot of tradespeople listening early in the morning.
Yeah.
And those job site radios are always cranked on, so I suppose you pick up a few people.
What do you got on for the day today? Just putting a few frames up, or?
Yeah, I'm doing some tin sheeting, so hopefully it goes all right.
Yeah.
Except it's just started raining, so.
Can I just stop you there, Charlie? Just get ready for this, because Ben's about to go. He's going to ask you at some point, first fix or second fix. That's the thing he does to every carpenter we speak to, and then it makes him sound like he's like a tradesman, like he's done his apprenticeship.
I did second fix for a while. I never did first fix.
It's so funny. We were on a listener trip on the weekend. We were away in Port Lincoln, and I overheard Ben talking to someone. All I could hear was first fix or second fix, and I was like, here we go. He's doing his bit.
It's so good.
Well, Charlie, mate, did you have any questions for us? Anything you want to chat about, or
no questions, mate. Just keep doing what you're doing. You guys are that funny.
Thanks, mate.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate it. Look, always good to spook someone, and look, the more people you spook, the bigger the spook community grows. So
spook on, Charlie.
Yeah, spook on, dude.
You too, boys. Spook on, boys.
See you, mate.
Alrighty. All right, we'll catch you ghouls and ghouldettes tomorrow.
Ghoul and ghoulettes.
Ghoul and ghoulettes. Ghouls and witches.
You know who should get to do a special guest appearance on this podcast?
Who?
Stacey Googoulis.
Ah, yes. Stacey Googoulis from Weekends at Triple J. I heard Googoulis over the weekend.
Yeah, I think he's still doing it,
Yeah. A very scary, spooky name. It's kind of like a trap,
it is.
Demand and spook them, what?
Spook 'em, yeah.
Roadman, spook them, huh?
Open the door and spook.
The team goes, woo, woo, woo.
The team goes, ah!
The team goes, we should start our own
spook rap.
Spooky,
like
a spooky hard drill group.
There's drill.
Yes.
We should do spook.
And we wear North Face jackets and stuff, and wear scary masks.
Yeah,
that could be cool.
All right, see you, podcaster.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.